2 Southpaws, 1 belt, and one night in Gdansk, Poland, September 17, 2016, where the hometown champion tried to turn it into a street fight, while the challenger tried to turn it into a chess match. Krzysztof Glowaki brings pressure, power, and a crowd that wants chaos. Oleksandr Usyk brings Olympic-level timing, feet that never stop, and the kind of calm that breaks tough men. 12 rounds. No shortcuts. Just skill versus grit, until a new king is crowned. Usyk was built for big stages. Born January 17, 1987, he became an amateur monster, winning gold at the 2011 World Championships and gold at the 2012 Olympics. He turned pro in 2013, sprinted through contenders, and in just his 10th fight he traveled into enemy territory to take his first world title, right here, against Glowaki. This was the night the cat stopped being a prospect and became a champion. Glowaki is Poland's Iron Man. He started boxing young, built his name on toughness, and carried a fanbase that loved war. In 2015, he shocked the world by stopping Marco Huck to win the WBO Cruiserweight title, a fight where he got dropped, fought back, and still found the knockout. He defended the belt in 2016 against Steve Cunningham, scoring multiple knockdowns, then walked into this matchup at home, ready to break Usyk with pressure. Round 1. Southpaw versus Southpaw right away. And you can see what Glowaki wants. He steps forward hard, shoulders tight, trying to bully Usyk off the center line and make this a fight in close. He throws heavy to the body early, more of a statement than a scoring effort, like he's saying, "You're in Poland now." Usyk doesn't bite. He's light on his feet, circling to his right, constantly changing the angles so Glowaki has to turn before he can fire. Usyk flicks the jab and taps the lead hand, testing range, then slides out before the champion can set his feet. The key detail: when Glowaki tries to step in with power, Usyk meets him with quick, short counters, nothing huge yet, but clean touches that interrupt momentum. Round 1 is pressure versus control, and Usyk already looks comfortable making Glowaki miss by inches. Round 2. Glowaki increases the intensity. He tries to cut the ring instead of following, taking wider steps to trap Usyk near the ropes. He leans in, tries to make it physical, and you start seeing him work that left hand to the body and chest, anything to slow the legs. But Usyk's rhythm is different. He's not just running, he's turning defense into positioning. He pivots after every exchange, and the moment Glowaki thinks he has him lined up, Usyk is off at a new angle. Usyk starts letting combinations go, 2 and 3 punches, then disappears. Glowaki lands a couple heavier shots when he gets close, but he's spending energy to earn every second of contact. Usyk's scoring is cleaner, quick jabs, straight lefts, and little hooks on the exit. The champion looks dangerous, but Usyk is the one dictating where the fight happens. Round 3. Now the fight starts to take shape. Glowaki tries to force a higher pace, throwing more with intent, big swings meant to change the mood. He steps in hard, looking for that moment where Usyk stands still. Usyk stays calm and begins timing the entries. When Glowaki comes forward, Usyk snaps a jab, then a straight left, and angles out. The champion's pressure is real, but he's walking into clean shots. And then, an important turning point. There's a clash of heads that opens a cut near Glowaki's right eye. It's not instantly fight-ending, but it changes everything. Blood, swelling, and the constant reminder that the more he chases, the more risk he takes. Glowaki responds by trying to rough Usyk up inside, but Usyk refuses extended clinches and keeps the work crisp. The round feels like Usyk is reading the champion faster than the champion can adjust. Round 4. Glowacki understands he can't win a track meet, so he tries to drag Usyk into traffic. He presses with his chest, throws to the body, and looks to pin Usyk on the ropes where footwork doesn't matter as much. Usyk's answer is subtle but brutal. He never leaves the same way twice. Sometimes he pivots around the lead foot. Sometimes he steps back and resets. Sometimes he spins off the ropes with a quick jab to create space. And now he's adding more pop to his counters. When Glowacki loads up, Usyk lands first and gets out. The cut makes Glowacki blink and wipe at the eye between moments. And you can see his frustration building because he's working harder for smaller results. This round is about efficiency. Glowacki's pressure looks aggressive, but Usyk is landing the cleaner, more consistent shots. And he's doing it while barely giving the champion a stationary target. Round 5. This is one of the rounds where Glowacki digs deep and finds success through sheer will. He steps in heavier, throws more volume, and starts committing to body shots with real purpose, trying to sap the legs and slow the lateral movement. He also forces longer exchanges. For brief moments, Usyk is in the pocket longer than he wants, and Glowacki's toughness shows. He's willing to take one to give one, and the crowd feeds him energy. But Usyk stays disciplined. He doesn't panic, and he doesn't try to win the fight with one big moment. Instead, he answers Glowacki's surges with sharp combinations. Quick left hands down the middle, short hooks when Glowacki squares up, then a pivot out. Glowacki's pressure makes the round competitive, but the pattern remains. Usyk's clean work is clearer, while Glowacki's best moments come from forcing contact and hoping to turn it messy. Round 6. Usyk starts taking the fight away. His timing is sharper now. He's seeing Glowacki's rhythm and interrupting it at the start of every entry. The jab becomes a weapon, not just a rangefinder. Glowacki still pushes forward, but he's getting hit on the way in and hit again as Usyk exits. Usyk strings combinations together, jab, straight left, quick hook, then out at an angle, and it's making the champion hesitate. This is where you notice the difference between pressure and effective pressure. Glowacki is moving forward, but he's not consistently landing clean, while Usyk is scoring almost every time he chooses to engage. The cut continues to matter. Each exchange carries an extra cost for Glowacki, and Usyk looks like he can keep this pace all night. By the end of the round, the champion's body language shows it. He's still brave, but he's starting to chase instead of command. Round 7. Glowacki tries to change the equation by making it a body fight. He digs left hands downstairs, tries to bump Usyk with his shoulder, and looks to slow the feet with physicality. He wants Usyk standing still for even a second. Usyk responds with craft. He doesn't accept the clinch for free. He punches on the break, he steps out while throwing, and he counters to the body too, reminding Glowacki that pressure has consequences. You also see Usyk increase the variety. He jabs high, then stabs the body, then fires the straight left up top. That mix keeps Glowacki from setting a single defensive pattern. Glowacki has moments where he finally lands heavier shots, but the immediate problem is what comes back. Usyk answers instantly, 2 or 3 shots right after taking one, so the champion never gets sustained momentum. This round feels like Glowacki is fighting hard, but Usyk is fighting smart. Round 8. This is a showcase of Usyk's movement and control. He's gliding, small steps, constant angle changes, and quick pivots that make Glowacki reset over and over again. Every reset costs the champion energy. Glowacki keeps trying to cut off the ring, but Usyk is already gone before the trap is set. And when Glowacki throws big, Usyk punishes the miss with clean counters, jab, straight left, short hook, then out. The champion's best hope here is to force a collision, but Usyk refuses to collide unless he chooses the moment. Usyk's hands are fast, But the real weapon is his feet. He's making the ring feel huge for himself and tiny for the man chasing him. By the end of the round, you can sense the gap widening. Glowacki's pressure is still brave, still aggressive, but he's losing exchanges on accuracy and timing. Usyk looks like he's solving the fight in real time. Round 9. Glowacki knows he's behind, and he starts gambling. He throws with more urgency, trying to create a dramatic moment, something that swings the fight with one big exchange. He steps in with heavier shots and tries to force Usyk to trade. Usyk stays composed. He doesn't overreact to the aggression. He simply tightens the defense and increases the precision. The jab snaps, the straight left lands clean, and he keeps turning out after scoring. This round has a tense feel because Glowacki is dangerous when he commits, and you can hear the crowd rise when he storms forward. But the clean punches continue to belong to Usyk. Many of Glowacki's shots hit arms and gloves, while Usyk's shots find the face and body. The champion's heart keeps him in it, but the pattern is stubborn. Glowacki is trying to force the fight, and Usyk is calmly refusing, turning every lunge into a scoring opportunity. Round 10. Glowacki tries to add more structure to the pressure, less chasing, more cutting off the ring. He attempts to step into Usyk's path and meet him, rather than follow him. He also works the body whenever he gets close, hoping to slow Usyk late. Usyk responds by choosing moments to sit down on punches. He lands clean combinations, then slips away before the counter comes. When Glowacki swings wide, Usyk beats him to the target with straight shots. The exchanges get a bit hotter here, more contact, more willingness to trade for a second, but Usyk still wins the "who lands first and last" battle. And that matters to judges and to momentum. Glowacki shows toughness, but you can see fatigue in the resets. Every time he misses, he has to turn and start again, and Usyk's movement is still sharp. This round feels like Usyk is not just winning, he's managing the fight like a champion already. Round 11. Late rounds now, and Glowacki is running out of time. He's still coming, but the explosiveness isn't the same. The pressure is more effort than threat. He has to work harder to get close, and he's taking clean shots doing it. Usyk starts turning the screws with longer combinations. He lands 2, 3, 4 punches in sequence, and you can see Glowacki cover up more. This isn't a knockdown round, but it's a dominance round. Usyk's control is clear. The champion tries to rally with a big push, but Usyk answers with sharp counters and footwork that kills the follow-up. Glowacki can land 1, but he can't land 3 in a row, and he can't keep Usyk pinned long enough to build a storm. By the end of the round, the fight looks decided unless something dramatic happens. Usyk is calm, precise, and active. He's doing everything you do when you know you're ahead: score, move, and don't give away a moment. Round 12. Final round. Glowacki comes out with urgency. This is the last chance. He throws with everything he has, trying to force a war. The arena is loud, the champion is desperate, and the energy spikes immediately. Early in the round there's a moment of chaos. Usyk goes down, but it's ruled a slip. That moment lights a fire in Glowacki, and he storms forward looking to make something happen. Usyk doesn't fall apart. He steadies, keeps the guard tight, and goes right back to what brought him here: angles, clean counters, and quick exits. When Glowacki swings big, Usyk tags him down the middle. When Glowacki tries to corner him, Usyk pivots out and answers with a short combination. Glowacki's heart is undeniable in the final minutes, but he can't land clean enough, often enough, to rewrite the fight. The bell sounds, and Usyk finishes standing tall, still composed, still sharp, having controlled the distance, the pace, and the scoring for 12 rounds.
Oleksandr Usyk! The new judges got it absolutely spot on. The bravery